How's it going? So, have you ever wanted to land a great internship at companies like Google or Walt Disney World? Well, the five of us are here today to speak about how to land your dream internship. Avi's going to speak about getting involved in organizations. Jessica's going to speak from the uh, viewpoint of a student athlete and utilizing those resources. I'm going to speak about networking. Issa's going to speak about resume building, and Jay's going to talk about preparing for the interview.
Hello, so my name is Avi, and I'm just going to speak about ways to get involved at school that will help out with landing your dream internship. So the most important thing that you can do is recognize that you can network both inside and outside the classroom, meaning that, just as you build relationships with your professors to help you figure out possibly what kind of internships you want to get, or like how to apply or to use them as recommendations. Also recognize that the organizations that you're a part of can also be beneficial in landing your dream internship. Um, by that I mean working with organizations that can not only look good on your resume, but also that provide leadership opportunities. So, for example, a lot of people kind of downplay having a leadership opportunity in some organizations, but you never know how good it can look to an org if you're, like, for example, on the e-board and you're the financial chair, like a treasurer, because that shows that you are already gaining some skills in that kind of sector. Another great thing to do is, again, making sure that if you're involved in different, like, cultural orgs on campus, or even in different cultural departments, or just departments in general that are non-academic, those are also very strong things that you can use on your application, or in your resume, or to just help you further your experience in finding an internship. So, for example, if you're right now I'm in the social justice education department and LGBT communities. So I'm very heavily involved in the experience that I'm gaining here. I can also use in helping me find internships, but specifically find internships that might be related to social justice things, or, LGBTQ communities. So just recognizing that the relationships you build in those departments can also, again, help you further your opportunities with finding an internship. Another thing is just, again, wanting to reiterate that every opportunity you have outside the classroom is very relevant. So even if you, for example, do work for, like, other community orgs, like, for example, helping with marches or organizing or being a videographer, that can all go on your resume, and that all looks good to the possible internship that you might be applying for. So just keeping in mind, every single thing that you do is a possibility that can be used to help find an internship, and it looks good on your resume, and that's really great to know.
Hi, I'm Jessie, and I'm a member of the Rutgers women's soccer team. Along with being part of the Rutgers athletic community as a whole, there are many advantages and a few disadvantages as to earning your dream internship. To begin with, one of the main disadvantages athletes have is that every week for us is a 20-hour work week. Whether you're in season or out of season, there's always time where you're in practice or games, and it doesn't leave a lot of time to go out and search for all the necessities of an internship. With that being said, athletes get an advantage in a sense where we have advisors who come and help us um, make portfolios and help with our resumes and help us get internships to begin with. The main advisor at Rutgers is Sean Tucker, and I was able to sit down with him and talk to him about what it is like to be a student athlete and what you have to do to earn that dream internship. What he emphasized on was that we are student athletes. Although sports may seem like the world to us right now, student comes before athlete. With that being said, it's very important to keep our schoolwork up, along with keeping a image on and off the field. Post-graduation is very important for us because we have such an image of what Rutgers is as a whole, and being able to go out and portray educated and also have that athletic image is very important. Also, with post-graduation, there are a lot of athletes who have graduated and alumni, and we have a very good networking community behind us. So with that being said, it's very important to get connected and make sure that you stay close with the alumni, because everywhere across the country we have uh, old athletes and parents of athletes who are willing to help with getting us connected and getting us plugged in to an internship. But no fear, if you're not a student athlete here at Rutgers, Brad and the others are going to explain to you different ways to earn that dream scholarship.
Right, and when it comes to internships, one of the big things that you need to do is networking. We do it all the time, whether you know it or not. So I have four main points about networking that'll help you kind of get your foot in the door in that regard. The first part is to utilize alumni relations. Rutgers has a big alumni network, and people are willing to come back and help out. Rutgers Career Services offers a program called Student Alumni Career Connections, which kind of builds that relationship between the alumni and students can kind of get a feel of, what's out there. You can also speak with your internship coordinator in your respective school or department. Every department has one, and they're really a valuable resource. They can either get you in touch with an alumni or somebody that they know, or they can give you the number so you can reach out to them directly. Another thing you can do, and it's a little awkward, but networking is kind of about feeling people out and breaking the ice, and that's attending network events. Rutgers has them, and they're all over the place. You go and you meet people that you don't know, and if the first person that you meet doesn't have anything for you or can't help you with what you want to do in terms of landing an internship, they can possibly point you in the direction of somebody else that can help you. So it's a great way to meet people and learn networking skills. And finally, don't be afraid to reach out. Alumni and pretty much all professionals have been in the shoes that you and I are in as undergraduates trying to get uh, a great internship. They needed help, and they got that help, and they're willing to give and pay it forward to make sure that you have a great opportunity to have a great internship over the summer.
Okay, so once you have gained all that experience, it's time to transfer all that information onto a resume. I'll discuss some of the tips you can take to improve your resume and hopefully obtain that internship that you like. First of all, it's important to know that employers are looking to exclude you, not include you. Therefore, they'll be looking for common mistakes made on resumes, especially on the format. You must meet the required length, which is one full page minimum, 2 pages maximum. You have to keep it simple and easy to read. According to the Huffington Post, about 6 seconds per resume. Also try to avoid any grammatical errors, typos, missing dates, and missing information to ensure yourself that you're not removed out of the applicant pool. Secondly, you want to try to sell yourself, and you could do this by using keywords. Try to match your skill sets to the job you're applying, to the position you're applying for. You can also quantify and highlight your accomplishments. One of the reasons why resumes tend to fail is because they rely heavily on responsibilities, but accommodate those responsibilities with your accomplishments. Thirdly, you have to take advantage of every experience because every experience does count. If you do lack work experience, try to make your resume focus on more educational experience. And this involves like related coursework. If your GPA is a 3.2 or higher, include that too. And include any organizational roles you have taken, any leadership roles you have taken. Lastly, you want to try to avoid any vague words or phrases. According to the Career Builder survey conducted in 2009, using empty words like go-getter, people person, motivated, responsible, team player, hardworking tend to be common and overused. Therefore, they tend to be ignored by employers. So I had to sum up. These are some of the tips you can take to improve your resume and hopefully continue on to an interview.
So today I'm going to talk about the ways that you can prepare for an interview to get that dream internship. You want to anticipate possible questions that they're going to ask. These could be anything from what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what can you offer this company that someone else can't. And you can prepare by yourself in front of a mirror or with a friend. It might be a little awkward, but it will help yourself when you sit down for the interview. You won't be nervous if you already know the answer. You always want to be prompt and professional, so you want to arrive on time, and you want to make sure you can give yourself enough time to get up, get dressed, get a meal in, get ready, and account for traffic just in case. And if you are running late, you want to make sure that you call and just let them know that you are running late. You always want to dress for success, so you want to be looking professional. You want to have business attire on, so this could be a suit, something that you would see in that workplace. You want to make sure that you brush your teeth, that you take a shower, that you smell good, that you look good. Because if you look good, you're going to feel good, and that's going to help you perform. And you want to know yourself. They're always going to ask you questions about your resume, so it's good to check over your resume and make sure you know everything on there. You want to talk about your best attributes, things that separate you out from most other candidates, and you always want to be positive. You never want to say anything negative about anyone else because that will just make you look bad. You want to just talk positive about yourself, tell them about things that you can do for the company, and just things that will make you stand out. You want to make sure that you eat a good meal and that you get a good sleep in. This will help you. You won't be tired. You won't be laggy when they ask you questions. And during the interview, you want to make sure that you maintain good eye contact. I know a lot of us like to sit there and we tap our feet during class and when we're talking. We don't use hand motion. You want to make sure that you're using hand motion, that you're not tapping, that you're making good eye contact, that you have good volume in your voice. This will all make you look confident because you don't want to look nervous or sound nervous. And you want to make sure that you're always smiling, too, during the interview. And last, you want to make sure that you give a follow-up. This should be within 48 hours of your interview, and this can really set you apart from the other candidates and make you really look like that you really want the job. So these are a few ways that you can really prepare for your interview for that dream internship.
So to wrap things up, we spoke about getting involved. We then got the viewpoint from a student athlete and how they can utilize their resources. We also spoke about networking and utilizing networking events. We spoke about building a great resume, and then we concluded with preparing for the interview. Landing a great internship is a long process, and there's a lot of components that go into it. But as long as you're positive about it, you can land any internship you want for the summer. I hope you guys enjoyed our talk, and thanks.